Unit 7, The Valley of Fear by Arthur Conan Doyle, Act 1, Scene 8. Read aloud. For more videos on the same topic and many other novels and play scripts, please subscribe my channel, Learners on Board. You'll find complete playlist of the novels The Valley of Fear, Brother in the Land, and Hidden Figures on my channel. Scene 8. Burlstone Manor, 1895, The Study. Mason, Barker, Ames, and Sergeant Wilson are continuing their investigation. Mason: I'm assuming that the drawbridge was raised last night? Ames: Yes, sir, at nearly 6 o'clock. Mrs. Douglas had visitors for tea and I wound it up myself when they left. Sergeant Wilson: Then how can any murderer have got away? It is out of the question. Decisively, Mr. Douglas must have shot himself. Barker: That was our first thought. He moves to the window and pulls aside the curtain to reveal the window sill. But look at this. Mason, looking. A boot mark, smudged in blood. Barker: Someone has stood there in getting out. Mason: You mean that someone waded across the moat? Barker: Exactly. The window only stands a foot above it and, although it is too turbid to see to the bottom, it is only a few feet deep. Sergeant Wilson, going to look. Sir, more boot marks behind the curtain. Muddy ones. Mason: Then it comes to this. If anyone came from outside, they must have gotten across the bridge before 6 and have been in hiding ever since, until Mr. Douglas came into the room after 11. Ames: Differentially. Excuse me, sir. Mr. Douglas went round the house late every night to see that the windows were closed. That would have brought him in here. Barker, taking up the idea. The man was waiting and shot him. There he got away through the window and left his gun. That's how I read it, for nothing else will fit the facts. Sergeant Wilson: If you are right, he won't get far. The railways are being watched, and if he goes by road, ripping from the moat, the odds are that someone will notice him. Mason, to Barker and Ames: I wonder if either of you can throw light on two or more small matters. Barker: What are they? Mason, crossing to the rug and picking up the hammer. This is the first. Barker: Mr. Douglas was altering the pictures yesterday. He used it there. Ames: Yes, sir. I saw him fixing one to the wall myself. Mason: That accounts for the hammer. Sergeant Wilson, can you produce the card you found beside the dead man? Sergeant Wilson, taking a small white card from his pocket. Here, sir. He shows it to Barker and Ames. Barker, intrigued. Beside the body? I never noticed it. The murderer must have left it behind him. Ames, reading the card. VV341? I can make no sense of that, sir. Mason, what about you, Mr. Barker? Barker, someone's initials, maybe. Ames looks down at the body. Mason, does VV signify anything to you? Barker, no. Ames, startled. They have taken his wedding ring. Mason, what? Ames, master, always wore his plain gold wedding ring below his twisted snake ring, pointing to the dead man's hand. There is the snake, but the wedding ring has gone. Barker, looking at the hand. He's right. Sergeant Wilson, are you telling us that the wedding ring was below the other? Ames, always. Mason, extremely puzzled. So the murderer first took off the snake ring, then the wedding ring, and afterwards put the snake ring back again? Ames. That is so. Sergeant Wilson. To Mason. What do you make of it? Sir? Mason. Baffled. Only that I'll be glad when Inspector MacDonald and Mr. Holmes arrive. I was right. It is a real downright snorter. They go off. For more videos on the same topic and many other novels and play scripts, please subscribe my channel, Learners on Board. Thank you for watching.